Hello and welcome to the first episode of the third season of the Liverpool Dream. And as you can see, the preseason is just over. We had a decent run there, managed to win all games but one. And now it's time for the Premierships to start. We start against Newcastle. And after that is the Euro Super Cup, which I don't care about. I see it as a friendly. And yeah, then it's basically off rolling. And of course, we have the Champions League. Still don't know what group we will get. And yeah, but before we go to the Newcastle game, the first league game of the season, we're going to take a look at what's been going on with the team. And what better way to do it than to check out the transfers, the transfer history. And as you can see, we made a shitload of money selling Mario Balotelli to AC Milan. 60 mil. I mean, who would have thought that AC Milan had 60 mil to pay for a player? And if you can sell Mario Balotelli for 60 mil, I mean, it's hard to say no to that. I think you all agree about it. Other than that, we sold Joe Gomez to Man City for 24 mil. But that 24 mil is actually with the clauses for like playing X amount of league games and things like that. It's 38.5 mil. So almost 40 mil for him. And it's also a 30% profit sell-on thing if they sell him with a profit. And the reason for me selling Gomez is I didn't manage to develop and tutor him to become as good player as his potential, because he had like 4 or 5 star potential when the game started, and I mean, he's not bad, but I never felt like he was close on reaching his full potential. And as you can see, he is injury prone. So those injuries compared to his potential ability steady declining, I felt when I got an offer for almost 40 mil for him, I mean, it was the right choice to sell him, I think. But we'll see, only the future can tell. And other than that, Vlasic to Bournemouth. We had Mignolet to Norwich, pretty low fee, but he didn't play all last season. Skrtel to Sevilla, pretty low fee, but it was actually more than he was worth, and we sold him. So we sold him for, he was worth like 3-4 mil, because I think he had like very little left of his contract, and he was pretty old. So, and who else? Yeah, Wisdom, of course, was just the U21 players. And for the players in, you can see it's mostly like almost every single player here is like regens and youngsters that we've been signing. And the only bigger name is Højbjerg from Bayern Munich. We got him for 38 million, and it's already worth 53. I felt like when we lost Emre Can, we needed another central midfielder. And I was looking at a lot of central midfielders, and all of the good ones, they wanted like 150 million euros for, or some things like that. So I went with the Django one. Hopefully he can improve some more. And yeah, basically I think it was a decent deal from us. Not fantastic, but definitely a decent deal. Paying 38 mil for him compared to like 150 mil for a lot of the midfielders that were like a step above him in quality. But yeah, hopefully he can improve some more, because he's only 22. And yeah, basically all the other guys, they were just like regens, and I got most of them for like almost for free. So most of them was also my, like, I just took a chance, like with the 16 years old when I could get him for free, more or less. So yeah, basically only big thing here is Balotelli, maybe Gomez, and then Højbjerg in, which means we have pretty much the same team as we had last season. So let's take a look at the squad. We have Rulli and Donnarumma. Rulli is tutoring Donnarumma. Rulli is one of the best goalkeeping tutors in the world. Hopefully he can create some model professional youngsters. Don't know, definitely need some more tutoring, but hopefully we can change him up for the better. And of course, we also have in the U21 team, we have this guy who looks pretty decent. I'm aiming to loan him out during this season. Hopefully can manage with that. And for the defense, Skirtle left and Gomez left. But Gomez was loaned out most of last season. That doesn't change as much. Which means for this season, I have actually been trying to get another central defender, like a world-class one. But they are just too expensive. I mean, I have a lot of money. But still, like, even if I have a lot of money, I don't feel like what like is worth paying like 120 mil for or like 90 million euros for like a good defender. It just feels like too much. Actually, I forgot to say that, but my goal is Juve has been going for really. They actually made an offer for like, I think it was about 100. I think it was about 40 mil euros. So of course I would have done a decent profit, but I'm not planning on selling him until he has managed to tutor a bunch of really good stuff for me. But yeah, back to the defenders. Hopefully, I mean, Oxford was loaned out last season. Probably going to start rotating him a bit more this season, but he is having kind of the same problem as Gomez. I mean, he was almost like 5-star potential when we got him, but he has steadily declined and he haven't improved enough. I mean, he's still only 18 years old, but yeah, doesn't look like he's going to reach that possibility he had from the beginning. So probably this is actually going to be the youngster I play the most this region, because he looks really good, really good. He's also only 18 years old, getting his determination up right now. Is getting tutored by Sacco, which of course has helped improve his determination. So probably might even prioritize him over Oxford when it comes to playing time. And that's the same old guys. And Flanagan is not fantastic, but the reason for me keeping him is he can play both right and left. So he's basically the backup player for both the left side and the right side. Not fantastic, but good to have like for rotation. And then for the midfield right now, there's quite a few youngsters here. If you sort by age, these 3 guys, I plan to try to loan them out, all of them, but they are definitely talented youngsters with a lot of potential, and I've tutored them pretty well. But yeah, basically trying to loan those 3 out before the transfer window closes. Then I'm going to have list like last season. Andre here is going to be like basically my backup defensive midfielder. He's not great, but he's pretty good backup when we have injuries and things like that. And Lincoln was loaned out last season to Kaiserslautern. He had a decent run there, not fantastic, but this season I'm planning to start rotating him in my first squad because I feel like he's ready for it. He's going to be the main choice there behind Felipe Coutinho. So whenever Coutinho's left resting, Lincoln will be playing. And that means Jordan Ibe, trying to sell him. And the reason for that is, never managed. This is the same story like for all the recent versions of Football Manager. Jordan Ibe starts out like such a huge talent, but I always fail him. I try to tutor him, it doesn't work. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong, but I never managed to get Jordan Ibe to reach his full potential. And Ojo also aiming to loan him out for another season. Probably going to sell him off next season. Just loan him out to get his value up a bit higher, maybe. And other than that, these are the same guys as last season, with Højbjerg added, of course. So basically the same midfield that ended last season. And for strikers, Daniel Sturridge is just getting back from an injury, so he's lacking match fitness. And as you know, I sold Balotelli, so we have the legend Miroslav Klose, and of course his main job is to tutor youngsters to become better. And The youngster I will start rotating this season is Enrique. I'll try to give him some playing time, and hopefully Klose can succeed with some good tutoring here. And my main choice is obviously Daniel Sturridge, but Daniel Sturridge is injured prone, which means he will be out for some games, and I will try to sub him whenever we're on a good lead, so we don't take any risks with him. And that's basically the team. Let's take a look at the youngsters just quickly to get a good view here. Sort them just some potential. We have a few talented guys here. Not fantastic, but definitely a few decent ones. Either I'm tutoring them or I will be trying to loan them out. And for the U18, this guy's basically the biggest star, trying to tutor him right now. He's getting tutored by Felipe Coutinho, trying to get his determination up and give him a better personality. But as you can see, I've been tutoring quite some bit. When he started, it was a 4 in determination, and now it's up to 11, so it's going in the right direction, but still we need to improve even further if he's going to reach his potential. But I think that's it. I think we are ready for the first league game of the season, and this is the way we are starting. Our new signing Højbjerg gets a start on the bench. Needs to get to know the team. Another thing, it's nothing special. Barbosa is injured or just coming back from an injury, so yeah, he's still injured for 4 to 11 days. So Sikovic is starting, and other than that, it's basically the same team. Of course, close off up on top since Sturridge just got back, still lacking a lot of match fitness. So let's submit the team. First game of the season, and yeah, you need to get a number here. And we start off at home against Newcastle, and hopefully we can get a good start of the season. And this is the Newcastle team we're up against. Nothing special, but yeah, hopefully we can do well. And what do we want to say for our first team talk of the season? What do we want? Let's start it hard. We expect a win. So game on! Liverpool versus Newcastle at Anfield, first Premiership game of the season, and it's season 3 of the Liverpool Dream, and we always aim to improve. And last season, what did we end up? I think we ended up in 4th place, so we know what do we need to do to improve. We need to win games. And it's Klein with the throw-in, and Tielemans. What will he do here, Tielemans? It's a cross. That was bad because Klose is pretty good in the air. And it's Klein, Nathaniel finds Sikovic, and it's a corner. And here's Tielemans with the corner. Sikovic and Tielemans get another chance here. But goes away to nothing, and here's a throw-in for Newcastle. De Jong got a bit worried there, but Rulli is not sleeping in the goal. And here's Sako going for Milner. Tielemans, back to Milner. Moreno, Firmino, Coutinho. And Moreno. Oh, and there it is! The first goal of the season. Roberto Firmino, and we are in the lead. First goal of the season. Mr. Firmino. Great pass there from Moreno, and Firmino makes no mistake from that angle. And here's Moreno with the throw-in. Milner, Moreno, Coutinho, and it's a corner. And Tielemans with the corner. And it's cleared by Newcastle. Klose. Finds Milner. Klein. We're getting closer to half time. Will anything else happen before the ref blows the whistle? And here's Klein with the throw in. Oh, this is bad. We are getting hit with a counter attack. De Jong. Come on, guys. Good job. Really good defending there. I don't like that he got that highlight, but still, we are in the lead at the first half. Though I'm not happy, we are going to attack in the second half. Going to let the lads know I demand more. This is the season that we are going to start fighting for the title. We need to improve. We need to improve a lot. Step it up every season. And here's Klein with the throw-in. Tielemans. Milner. Here's Miroslav Klose. Oh, what a goal! Miroslav Klose with his first goal of the season. The man, the myth, the legend, Miroslav Klose. And we are 2 goals up. I guess that tactics talk and the change of mentality, it paid off. Because now we are 2 goals up. Miroslav Klose. But here's Newcastle. Sivkovic might hit them with a counter-attack. Going for Klose. Klose brings it in, but that was a bad pass. But it's not over. Milner. Going for Coutinho. Tielemans. Goes for... Oh! It's the second goal of the evening for Roberto Firmino. And of course that means his second goal of the season, and we are 3 up. Really looks like the mentality changes and instructions during halftime is definitely paid off, because we are playing a lot better here in the second half. A lot better. Now we're playing like a team that wants to become champions. And here's Tielemans with the corner. Sivkovic. Firmino is going for the hat-trick. Now back to Tielemans. And Tielemans, I mean, he dribbles a lot, but it's not always succeeding. Might get hit with a counter-attack here instead. Nilsson. But that was an easy save for Uli. Guess it's time for some subs then. Klose is tired, and this is perfect situation to bring in Enrique. Perfect way to give a youngster some first team experience when you are in a good lead like this one. And who else? Yeah, definitely time for our new signing here. Højbjerg. Let's bring him in. Deep lying playmaker. Perfect. And the clock is reaching 80 minutes, but it's a free kick. That might have been offside. I'm not celebrating yet. Yeah, I wasn't offside. What I thought. It definitely looked like one. So, let's make our last sub then. Who do you want to bring in? Who needs a rest? Let's see. We have a lot of options here. What do you want to do? Actually, I didn't say tably, but I'm aiming to sign Markovic too, because we both Sikovic and Barbosa at the same position. He's basically my third choice, which means he's not developing. So I either loan him out or sell him. But what do you want to do? Maybe we want to rest Coutinho then. And ref should be blowing the whistle pretty soon. And a good start of the season. Even though we had two players injured, we managed to take a pretty easy win at home against Newcastle. And we managed to play a few of our youngsters. Of course, our young 18-year-old central defender managed to play the whole game. And we managed to sub in Enrique. Maybe Enrique can do something here. And yeah, definitely a good start to the season. And hopefully we can keep this up, keep on playing like this. And if we do, we should be in for a really good season. Let's see. And there's the full-time whistle. Yeah, definitely a good start of the season. And we have to tell the lads, well done. It was a good win. And yeah, that's basically it for the first episode of the third season of the Liverpool Dream. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already, make sure you press that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot, and it lets you know whenever a new episode is out. So see you during the next episode.